Hello student, as we discuss the introduction, the clean core approach on whiteboard. Now we are on laptop and I am showing you this is the classic extensibility, classic ABAP custom development workbench, this one. So in the world before cloud, this approach was in most respects fairly straightforward to implement for both SAP and customer. In some respects, it was similar to a contract. There were certain things that SAP provide and certain steps and procedures that customers followed. Imagine a simple scenario where a screen in a SAP application contains two fields, revenue and cost. It would not be too presumptuous to guess that an end user would request an additional field to be added to the okay, like that. This one. So we discussed already in this one added to the display. Let's assume that they did so by requesting a new field to display profit, and let's assume that the profit would be calculated not only using revenue and cost but also a special numerical factor used by customers. Since this factor is customer specific, there isn't a field to hold it in any of the underlying database tables that the application is the application is using. To implement this type of scenario, SAP would provide what were known as exits to customers. These exits would be located on multiple layers throughout the stack. Let's look at those layers one by one. Starting, as we discussed on diagram, there are three kinds of layers. So starting with the lowest layer, the data layer, in our simple scenario, a developer would use a table append to add a new field to database table representing the numerical factor mentioned previously. When activated, this field would be available to be read and also be stored. The table append effectively provided customers with a universal exit concept to adjust the definition of any provide SAP table to meet their unique business requirements. Append is a command which can you use to add a table, to insert a table, to create a table in the database layer. After the appending, you will activate it. This will be appear in the SAP database layer, or this will travel by exits between the layers, I mean visual layer and middle layer. The next stack layer that needed an exit to be provided by SAP would be the highest visual layer. It is higher here to that new field profit in our simple scenario would be visualized. Visual layer exits consisted mainly of two types, screen exits and menu exits. There are two kinds of exits in this layer, screen exits and menu exits. In our simple scenario, a developer would utilize screen exits, add the new field. If developer will add something, he will use screen exit to the screen, and possibly a menu exit to add a new command. If he will add a new command, he will use menu exit, which upon being selected by the end user would perform the calculation of the profit. The final stack layer that needed an exit would in some ways be the most important. This one the most important. This is because of new field added at the data layer of the stack and seen at the visual layer of the stack would contain a value that would need to be potentially read, used, updated, and maybe even deleted from time to time. These operations would need to be implemented using ABAP code. Thus, code exits that were implemented at the middle, that is code layer between the data and the UI, were created by SAP. Again, in our simple scenario, a developer would first confirm that a code exit existed to perform any needed operations on the field, and then the exit would be implemented with the necessary customer specific code. So these are the main three layers using exits to perform functions and processes by a developer. And after that, what the main because don't worry, I will provide you my website link where the all literature and notes and this topic is published by me, and you can study there freely. So I am trying to teach you to that you will learn in easy way what is the main concept of this lesson. So there are three type of function. Any SAP table could be used for reading and writing records. What are the SAP table? SAP table is reading and writing records is using for these purposes. Any SAP function module could be called. Any SAP function module you can called. Any SAP class and methods thereof could be used. Any class, any method you can use. This is the functions by perform a developer. After that, one final and important point: if a customer determined that no exit was available or was unusable, they could exercise following two choices. If customer don't want any exits, what are two choices? Perform a modification of SAP objects in a manner to achieve the desired functionality. You have to modification in SAP objects. Copy SAP objects. The new object would be customer owned and thus could be changed accordingly. After that, you will go down. This is the total detail of R3, SAP R3 to version SAP Business Suite to the SAP S4HANA. And after that, clean core concept. This is the main second even third concept of this lesson. First one, ERP, central component. Second one, database layers, stack of layers. And third one, what is clean core? This is a clean core. This is a core, and this is data. But you will start from here. Then this is integration, or these are processes, and this is operations. These are operations. This is data. This is extensibility. This diagram totally demonstrated, totally exhibits the clean core, extensibility, operations, data, function, processes, and operations, and integrations, and processes. So what is the clean core extensibility? You can much understand, very rich understand from this diagram. And this is the total SAP S4HANA cloud, runs the cloud base line and code line. So after that, if you will go here, you will see component. They are oriented around the following. Number one, processes. The series of actions and steps taken within SAP S4HANA could that cover the end to end E to E experience of the delivering an outcome or accomplishing a result. Data. The data contained within and used by SAP S4HANA Cloud processes commodity, categorized as configuration, master, and transactional. Number 3, integration. Connecting of SAP S4HANA Cloud to the other solutions for the purpose of sending and receiving data to support process execution. Operations. Necessary maintenance activities performed within SAP S4HANA Cloud such as release management, background job management, authorizations management, monitoring and alerting. Extensibility functionality added to SAP S4HANA Cloud that extend it to address organizational needs that are not met by the standard process. It means that SAP standard doesn't provide. Those are extend to SAP standard in S4HANA. These are called extensibilities. Clean. What is clean? What is clean? Clean means that for each of the previously mentioned aspects, the necessary approach is taken for it to be up to date, cloud compliant, optimized, and perfected depending on the aspect question. Clean core. Clean core is both a concept and a approach to achieve modern, flexible, and cloud compliant SAP S4HANA Cloud. Clean core is achieved by integration and extending SAP S4HANA Cloud in such a way that it is cloud compliant with optional master data quality and perfected business processes governance. With a clean core, customers experience better maintainability along with lower total cost of ownership TCO for SAP S4HANA Cloud. Benefits of clean core. These are total benefits of clean core. You will go thorough on my website and study and what are clean core extensibility as we discussed above, and after that you will go adopting a policy of zero modifications. So these are also the benefits of the clean core. After that, in details you will go through. In the last, the second point is that existing SAP ERP customers must choose which migration approach to use when transitioning to any of the possible deployment options. These are the three kind of migration approaches. New implementation. A new SAP S4HANA Cloud is provided. A new SAP S4HANA system is installed. This is the one approach of migration. The second one, migration approach, system conversion. An existing SAP ERP system is migrated to either SAP S4HANA Cloud Private Edition or an on-premise systems. Number 3, landscape transformations, a hybrid of the first two approaches. This is the combination of 1 and 2 migration approach. So the intersection of these two choices affects the specific approach and steps that a customer experiences on their journey to migrate to a SAP S4HANA Cloud. Hello guys, student and my friends, I provide you the second lesson on the whiteboard, then I explain on my laptop, and you will go thorough study on my website to get these points. If you will have any confusion, you can comment in the comment section of video. I will answer you, I will explain, and if you feel any help, any value to you by this lesson of ABAP Cloud S4HANA unit number 1, lesson number 2, please like the video and subscribe my channel. Best of luck.